What are going to be the best games to check out at PAX Unplugged? Well, here are 10 that I recommend to check out. Beer and Bread, a 2-player head-to-head game that plays in 30 minutes. 2 villages battle off in the tradition of brewing beer and baking bread. The course of the game will take place over 6 years, which each year will alternate between fruitful and dry. The players must complete their duties of harvesting and storing resources, selling them for coin, and upgrading their facilities. Beer and Bread sounds like a fun time. Honestly though, this looks like it's going to be a lightweight game with high strategy to beat your opponent. Rise, you are responsible for an economic and social development of a city. There are barely any limitations to your possibilities. The game revolves around 10 tracks on which you can move your marker to gain further effects and gather influence. Oh, and before we go any further into this video, I want to talk about another game that's super popular right now that's probably going to get sold out at PAX. Flamecraft, a dragon cooking game that has super cute artwork and is tons of fun. This one has been super popular this year, and if you want to get a chance to get your hands on the deluxeified components, metal coins, and those sweet looking dragon miniatures, PAX might be the place to pick up a copy. So make sure to check out Lucky Duck's booth to see if they have any left. And if they are sold out of deluxeified components, the retail version is just fine. It's still a great game, and you don't need the deluxeified components to enjoy it, but they definitely make the game look a lot more amazing. Pocket Paragons Origins, a 3-minute dueling game with deep asymmetrical abilities. Each player will choose a Paragon and take their deck of 7 unique cards. Each turn, players will choose a card from the hand and play them simultaneously. Both cards are revealed at the same time, and then the characters either take damage, or they have their cards cancel out or sent back to the hand. Play the right card at the right time and have a strong read on your opponent in order to win. A quick game that only takes 3 minutes to play, and you can take it on the go. If you like card dueling games that play super fast, then this is a game for you. And speaking about card dueling games, check out this next dice dueling game. Starfighters Rapid Fire, a real-time dice rolling combat game with starship combat. Each player will hop into the cockpit of their own starfighter and duel it out to become the best superior pilot. There are multiple different game modes: 1v1, 3-player 3-for-all, 2v2, and a solo mode where the single player will have to attack an orbiting space station. And if you're into racing games, then this next game you're definitely going to love. Heat, Pedal to the Meadow, a racing game where players will need to select the right upgrades for their vehicle in order to help hug the curves of those difficult corners and to keep the engine cool long enough to maintain the top speed. Just don't let your car overheat. Loose Caboose, a fun tile laying game where you must lay down a number of tracks to keep the caboose from going off the rails. Do your best to keep the path clear because there is a dice that will get rolled, and the higher the number, the more the caboose will move. When I make these types of list videos, I always try to include a simple, lightweight family game to try to cover all types of gamers, and that's what this game is. It looks like it's going to be a very simple, fun family game, and you can't go wrong with that, so make sure to check it out. Ahoy, a lightly asymmetrical game where 2 to 4 players take on the roles of swashbucklers and soldiers seeking fame on the high seas. Brought to you by Leader Games. Explore the seas as you play on a unique map full of treasures, dangerous shipwrecks, and mighty sea currents. Another great game by Leader Games, and if you're a fan of pirate-themed games, this one is definitely looks very interesting to check out. It's a little bit more on the lighter weight side, but has a lot of strategy to it. Players are going to be playing on different teams, and each of them having their own different objectives. Again, looks like a lot of fun to play, high strategy. Check it out if you want to gain the most amount of fame. Hickory Dickory. Players control a team of mice competing in the royal scavenger hunt. These adorable mice will jump off the hand to collect item tiles and perform various different actions that will help them gain victory points. Once the clock strikes midnight, the hunt is over and the victory points will be awarded for the rows and columns completed of the hunt cards, and the team with the most victory points will win the game. A nursery rhyme that got turned into a board game. Definitely looks very interesting. I like how this board has a rotating clock hand. Makes the game look very interesting to play. Very unique mechanics in it. This one is going to be in retail, so check your local game stores if you can't make it to PAX to pick yourself up a copy. Now, next game on this list, I had a chance to play at Shucks, and that is Miss Win by First Fish Games. This actually is a pickup delivery game with worker placement mechanics. I really enjoyed this one. It is coming to Kickstarter in the early 2023. How this game works is you're trying to gather and collect different resources across the board, build different outposts and flying whales, and you use those whales to deliver deliver resources to get points. I really like this because it reminds me a lot of Ticket to Ride in the sense that you're trying to build a long track that gets you from one end to the other, so you can deliver a lot of resources. And it has an interesting theme with flying whales, and you feed these whales by feeding them fish. I had a lot of fun playing it, so that is why I'm looking forward to this one. So make sure to check it out if you can. Check out the demo, coming to Kickstarter early in 2023. And for my number one game to check out, if you get a copy of it, I believe you might be able to, or it's coming to retail stores fairly soon, and that is Marvel Age of Heroes, an epic strategy game in which players command a duo of X-Men heroes who are dispatched to defeat villains and complete objectives. I know that sounds like basically every single Marvel board game, but in this game, players will need to collect resources and power-ups before embarking on these dangerous missions. There are 3 unique challenging scenarios included in the game. Now this game doesn't actually include miniatures, which I find nice. Instead, the heroes are going to be full color acrylic standees that you can play. And there's going to be a shared market deck full of iconic X-Men characters and events as well. I don't know about you, but I always enjoy a good Marvel game. So if you want to give this one a try, definitely check it out at PAX. Now I actually think that's 11 games, not 10, but let me know what games you guys are looking forward to at PAX in the comment section down below. And make sure to check out this video right here to learn about holiday gift ideas. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Take care.